Hello there, and welcome to another week of Dafuq Did I Just Stream? Recap and Review. This week we'll be on episode 3 of the Disney Marvel series Moon Knight, starring Oscar Isaac and Ethan Hawke. If you haven't done so already and would still like to watch the episode, be sure to pause now because upcoming are spoilers. That's right, we'll be not only reviewing but recapping some of our favorite parts of the episode. You've been warned. And so here we are, episode 3 of Moon Knight, which brings us to the midpoint of the entire season. I didn't even remember until I was halfway through the episode that being episode 3, this brings us to halfway. This isn't your Netflix show where they usually do 8 or 10. So far they've been doing sits. Hawkeye sits, Winter Soldier sits, Loki sits. So this is, if they continue the trend of sits, which I don't see why they wouldn't, this should be halfway through the season. So expecting a lot from the halfway mark of the episode. Should be a pretty good one. And it was a good one. I was expecting a lot, and I feel like they delivered. We'll do a quick recap, followed by our official review. Episode 3 opens up with our female lead, Layla, played by May Calloway. We learn a little bit more about her backstory. There's a lot of secretiveness about who her father once was, who's apparently dead now. Apparently he was some kind of like underground boss or something, respected a lot by the locals, but was not sure what happened to him. Definitely died some way or another in probably sketchy circumstances. Layla herself seems to be basically Indiana Jones, so it's like, yeah, she does steal, but she steals from people who have already stolen, I believe is what she says. So kind of like Indiana Jones, like, it belongs in a museum, but I'll, keep a couple coins for myself. I mean, I'm gonna, take care of my dinner or whatever, but mostly it belongs in a museum. So she's cool. I mean, gives you like, good guy vibes. I mean, she's not stealing from the museum. She's stealing and giving back to the people it belongs to. Also opening up, we got a big old knife fight with the locals. It's pretty cool. In this episode, we get pretty much the opposite of what we had so far, which has been Steven's point of view. And we keep like, waking up and like, what's going on? All the action's over and I'm just Steven, what's going on? And now we get a little bit the opposite of where it's, hey, what's up? I'm like, oh, where's the fucking scarab? Like, and then wake up to, what the fuck? Why am I going back to the airport? Like, yeah, you said take me to the airport. So it's kind of fun. Like, he's like, James Bond keeps getting interrupted by basically some boring normal guy. So we know that the last episode, Ethan Hawke, Harrow, has the scarab, and he's on his way to find Ahmed's tomb. Mark Spector, who's in control of the body, is trying to find out where the tomb is, try to beat Harrow there, so he's beating the hell out of these local thugs who work for Harrow. Khonshu is like, yeah, put him on the edge of the cliff, he'll talk, and he, tell me where the thing is, and he's just like, Priz Ahmed, and like slices his own shirt or whatever, so he falls sacrifice. Pretty hardcore, pretty cool. Khonshu's like, fuck, that was crazy, bro. What we should do is gather the goddamn gods. And it's like, you can do that shit? Just like call a meeting of the gods? Like, okay. So in order to summon the gods, Khonshu's fucking doing like a full-on eclipse. It's fucking pretty dope. You just fucking, I gotta send out the bat signal or the moon signal by literally moving the moon. That's a hell of a moon signal you got there. Definitely effective because it definitely calls everybody in. And so they have like a little meeting, and it's like, God, we call this dude to the trial. Harrow, come on down. And like they basically have like a people's court, except with the Egyptian gods. And Ethan Hawke really Johnny Cochran's the hell out of that place. They walk in and he's like, he's trying to fucking summon that crazy demon lady. And they're like, is that true? Are you digging around in the desert? And Ethan Hawke is just like, hey, what can I say? If digging around in the desert's a crime, then, we're all, who's not guilty of digging in some sand? Am I right, people? Hey, and let me tell you another thing. What's the deal with, he's really playing the whole room, like, to the point where it's like, there's no way. There's no way this isn't like, they're instantly like, he dug in the desert and that's basically it, no other proof. All right, you're good to go, see ya. So it's like, there's no way. He just accused the other guy of like, you're gonna summon the evil goddess lady? Like, come on, that doesn't matter at all, and not even worth looking into a little bit. We did some pretty fun suit action, not just one, but two suits when Ethan Hawke shows up to try to sway young Hannibal Lecter. I feel like such a dick, not saying his name, Gaspard. He shows up to try to sway him, and he's like, hey, check all this stuff out. Like, ooh, look at all the stuff I can do. So he's like, I'm in. I'm totally on bad guy's side. I'm in. They totally turn on Layla, turn on Mark, and they have to suit up. Get some fun Moon Knight action. We learned that like Khonshu's like, hey, if you're not gonna do this, I won't give you my healing invincible healing suit or whatever. So we find out that the suit is healing him. That's why he doesn't take any damage. I mean, they're literally ramming spears through this dude. Like, not just one. Like, it's a goddamn magic show where it's like, blah, 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 blah. Like, 14 different spears all through him. And he's just like, I'm good. We did some suit swapping action. So not only are they, like, taking over each other's bodies, but they can do it in suit form, too. Because he's like, let me take over. Turns into, like, Deadpool. Like, oh, hello, governor. I still got super strength. Switch back to Moon Knight watching. And I totally understand now when people like compare him to like Batman, because he's totally like whoosh, caping it up every time he jumps. And then also the whole moon thing when he's like throwing these crescent moons, it does have like a Batarang vibe to it, because he's like whooshing. And it's not like he's throwing a full-on knife where it's like, oh, Jesus. When you think about it, it's like a crescent moon thing that he's throwing at you. So yeah, it'll probably stab you, but you're only getting the little pointy points. I don't think it's really like going in too deep. So he's like totally Bataranging it up. So I'm starting to understand the Batman vibes more. It's fun. We get lots of Batarang action. It's cool. He does this fucking whoosh jump and does like a perfect crescent moon with his cape, which is like, yeah, it's cool for that one shot. Please don't do it anymore, because if you keep doing it, it's going to look weird. The whole meeting with the young Hannibal Lecter so they can get the coordinates to try to find out where this tomb is at. The only way they can do it, they got the constellation, but they got to look up at the stars. But hey, it's been like 2,000 years. How can we know what the sky looked like back? What did the sky look like back then? Khonshu's like, I got this. I can turn back the sky. But it's probably going to be a little bit noticeable. Here, let me just see if I can. It's like the whole sky is fucking going back in time. And literally all of Egypt is like, what the fuck is going on? Whoa, like, imagine being in this world where it's like, what has happened in this world? Like, you wake up one day and fucking you read about like, okay, so let's picture we're just in Egypt right now. You read the news, like, holy shit, aliens are invading New York? Huh. And there's a fucking god of thunder and this, like, green dude. And, like, okay, this is a lot of info to process. Maybe I should, oh, half my family disappeared with this snap thing. What the fuck is up with that? Well, I guess this is reality for a year. Oh, my God, my family's back. This is great. I mean, I guess it's a lot to take in. But I guess we'll just have to, oh my God, the sky is fucking spinning. Like every day. Oh, and then I forgot about the Eternals. Like, what if you wake up and you're just like, oh my God, a fucking giant man is in the sky. Oh man, what a world these Marvel citizens live in. So Khonshu's fucking spinning back the sky and they're like, oh, I can see the coordinates now. And Khonshu's like, look, I can do this, but they're definitely going to turn me into stone for this. Like, there's no way to avoid it, so make it worth it. Turn back time. And then the other gods are like, Khonshu, bro, we got to stone you up. Do their little ceremony, turn him to stone. Mark gets knocked out, so like, is he powerless now, or what's going on with that? We don't know. But our final big reveal, Ethan Hawke is in the pyramid where they did the ceremony, and it's like, oh, did you know that it was like an inside job? The guy's like, yeah, you were right, Ethan Hawke. You totally called it. Like, Khonshu's crazy. Good thing you gave me the heads up and I was on your side during the trial. And Ethan Hawke's like, thanks. And then he goes and whispers to the little statue Khonshu. He's like, you fucking did this. You fucking did this, Khonshu. This was all you, bro. If you weren't such a dick, then I wouldn't be such a dick now, would I? It's on you. And that's the end of episode 3. So clearly, Ethan Hawke's got some issues with him. Something must have gone down between him and Khonshu. Drama with the gods. Khonshu always causing the drama. There was also some weird stuff with Layla and her dad, who's definitely dead. And then there was like this part where they're like, why don't you tell her what happened to her dad, Mark? What happened to her dad, Mark? I think you might know what happened to her dad, Mark. Did you kill her dad, Mark? Mark, you kill her dad? So I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb here and say that Mark might have totally killed her daddy, which is going to be a little awkward because they're married. But yeah, it was a good episode. Good mid-season point. We got 3 more to go. It'll probably be a little bit of a trickle down to our big finale, 1 more. I'm still into it. Really looking forward to the whole summoning of the gods action. Ethan Hawke killing it right now in terms of really his plans coming together great. Not a lot stopping him. I mean, the dude's literally on trial with the gods, and he's fucking saying like, hey, if the glove don't fit, you must quit because I'm fucking Ethan Hawke. This has been episode 3 of Moon Knight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and also comment any movies or television shows you'd like us to review here at Dafuq Did I Just Dream? This has been Kyle McLemore, and we'll see you next time for episode 4 of Moon Knight.